What's up, YouTube family? And we're back at it with another one here at Round One Sports Talk. I wanted to drop a little insight on the Saul Canelo Alvarez Jemell Charlo fight. We all know that Jemell Charlo stands to win 8 belts, and Saul Canelo Alvarez does not stand to win all 8. But is this a smokescreen, and why? Please stay with me in this video. Trust me when I tell you, you're not going to want to miss this video. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Well, we all know that Jemell Charlo and Saul Canelo Alvarez are heading into this bout tonight. And Jemell Charlo stands to win 8 belts. And you start to scratch your head and you wonder why Saul Canelo Alvarez gave him such an opportunity. Being the fact that if Jemell Charlo loses this fight, he doesn't lose any belts. Okay? He just gets a loss in a division he's not currently in. He'll go back down to 154. Now, aside from the fact that the WBO will strip him and give the belt the next day to Tim Tszyu, I know that. But technically, in a boxing sense, in that fight, he doesn't lose any belts. You know, shall he lose? He just gets a loss, and he's not undefeated. So it really doesn't do anything to Jemell Charlo if you think about it. Then Saul Canelo Alvarez, all he gets is a title defense, right? So why offer a man such an accomplishment? Here, I'll tell you why. Here's an idea. You ever ask yourself this question? Why isn't Saul Canelo Alvarez fighting anyone in his own division? Why isn't he fighting David Benavidez, the Mexican monster? Why isn't he fighting Demetrius Andre? Why isn't he giving anyone in his own division an opportunity? But yet, he's dangling 8 belts to Jemell Charlo so that he can take a much smaller fighter, drag him all the way up 2 weight classes, and beat him to maintain his status at the top, but by not fighting anyone in his own division. It's like a smokescreen. You see? Yeah, Jemell Charlo will shall he fall? We'll all give him credit, and Saul Canelo Alvarez will be given the nod for the win. He'll solidify his spot, but it'll also take away eyes from the real fact, he's not fighting anybody in his division. And that's not putting Saul Canelo Alvarez down. That is just being critical in the situation and pointing out the facts. Let's not, be blind here from the fact that he still hasn't given anybody in his weight division an opportunity or crack at those titles. The top guys. I'm not talking about a Ryder, or running it back with Triple G. I'm talking about the number 1 contender, because this is how it goes, okay? Although to, a boxing fan, and when you look at it, it looks great. All 4 belts wrapped around your waist. But here's the problem with that. Each sanctioning body has a number 1 contender. The WBC has a number 1 contender. It's not the same number 1 contender that the IBF might have at the time. Maybe they might be in agreement, and maybe they might not be. You see? Maybe one guy was going in a direction where he felt that sanctioning body ranked him the highest, so he started going for that belt. You see, you might not be ranked number 1 by the WBC. You might be ranked number 4 by the WBA, number 3 by the WBO, and number 2 by the IBF. That's how that works. But you know what you do have? All 4 of them have a number 1 guy. And you could have 4 mandatories. You see? No 4 of his number 1 guys is what I'm saying he's fighting. That's what I'm saying. But yet he's fighting Jemell Charlo that's moving up 2 weight divisions. Why is he offering him so much? Why is there so much at stake? Like, look, in order for you to come up and challenge me, let's say I have all 4 belts, right? And you come up and you challenge me. Why the hell would I give you an opportunity at 8 and I don't get an opportunity? And if you lose, you don't lose any belts. Nothing really happens to you. I'm taking all the risk. Why? Because you know what? He's sure that he's going to win. He's going to weight bully Jemell Charlo. And at least that's what he thinks. You know? He thinks that Jemell Charlo is still that wild fighter that, he's fought this style before. Now, you need to ask yourself one question. You need to be honest with your assessment. Do you believe Jemell Charlo has a better ring IQ and will stay disciplined to the game plan all night like Demetrius Bivol? Do you believe that he has that kind of a level of focus? Demetrius Bivol executed his game plans against Saul Canelo Alvarez. Yes, he did, and he stuck to the game plan the entire night. Does Jemell Charlo have that kind of discipline in him right now, even when time gets tough? Ask yourself one question. Is Jemell Charlo more skilled than Triple G? Do you believe that? Do you believe he's a more... So, Ryder took him the distance. Ryder was a tough out. He was a tough out, and he did have skills. He woke up in the later rounds, it seemed like, but he fought him great. If all these things I'm asking you, and this is just a measuring stick. This is all I got to measure him on at 168, Jemell Charlo. I'm trying to use this as a measuring stick. I'm trying to say, do I think that he has a great ring IQ and will stay to the plan like Demetrius Bivol? Do I think that he's tougher, more skilled, and has a better ring IQ than Triple G? And Canelo Alvarez was able to stay in there 12 rounds with those kind of guys. So I think Canelo Alvarez offered this much and was willing to give this much because he knows he can get the win. And it's just a smoke screen to get the name Charlo underneath his name, and the name carries enough weight that the people will take this as a legitimate win when he's not fighting anyone in his own weight division. You see? So, although it's a historical night and I'm rooting for the American, the underdog here, hats off to Saul Canelo Alvarez for giving him an opportunity. Even though, look, he didn't have to take the fight. No one put a gun to his head. I mean, it was such an opportunity you couldn't say no to, but he didn't have to take the fight. He took the fight and he's daring to be great. And oh my goodness, shall he pull this off? But these are some of the questions, and some of the topics I want to talk about tonight when I go live. So please tune in. I'm going to start streaming maybe around 9:30, and tune in with me. So look for the live stream, and I hope to see you then. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to get all your notification. Peace.